Ignition sequence start. 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Today I'm here hoping to be able to interview Joey Wilder. He is the creator, inventor, founder, you name it.
We have Joey Wilder, first time coming on the show.
But at that moment, I had a choice to make. I either hit this while it's hot, while people are hyped up about it, or kind of let it simmer out. And I've been told by many great mentors that it's all about the timing of things.
So I was blindsided by my now ex-wife. At the time, she basically just one day called me because we were living far apart. She called me and said she wanted a divorce. And I had just seen her a couple of weeks before that, and it seemed very happy. And really, I mean, now I know that, essentially she was acting, and she everything seemed great, and we had dinner and, sex, fun, all that type of good stuff. So it really caught me out of nowhere. And it is my second divorce that I've gone through. So in the moment, I went through just probably a week of just having fallen apart, right? And I was a complete mess.
The ways I communicated or getting frustrated or biting back and being defensive, like all those things kind of just piled in. It created a whole shitstorm and
cannot repair what was broken, right? That's what we were talking about last weekend. I can create a new relationship with her, but I cannot repair one that was broken in the past. So that new path means a new relationship path forward, hopefully.
I didn't feel done, but I knew that there was more here for me to learn from. It also brought accountability for me.
The marriage that I knew was dead, and I kind of had to figure something else out. We went through hell the last year, I would say last August was the first time my wife came to me. It was after we came back from a vacation in Mexico, and it was like a together trip, and she said, I don't feel emotionally connected to you.
Going to court, going to this, I'm kicked out of the house, and I had to find a place ASAP. And for about 3 months I was kind of doing this, and for a while I thought maybe we were going to pull it off and get back together. And then just listening some feedback from the boys, this is not getting back together, and it was painful. I was getting a lot of false
positives
from her. And so I was going through just a ton of pain, and at about month 3 I couldn't take the pain anymore. I was like, this fucking sucks. I got businesses to run, and I can't. I'd go into the office and I'd do one thing. Literally within 5 minutes I would leave. I'm like, I can't be here. I'm like, what in the hell? I'd have to go clean or work on something and get my mind off it. It's just so hard to focus. And I'm like, this is crazy.
But soon after that, though I was still a mess, I just decided I have to take control of this situation as best I can, and my healing, and I want to get my swagger back. I remember how I felt before I got married, and I remember how I felt really before the relationship, even in terms of not needing somebody else's validation, feeling like a strong, kick-ass man that could, hold on his own and be incredibly happy at dating and all that type of stuff. I just, I had an ego in a good way and a swagger, and it melted away over the years. And I was, a shell of what I was before.
My work in your guys' programs changed me, which was allowing me to show up differently for her. So I think like you guys taught, like me showing up differently is with consistency, like you said, on a regular basis without any of the old bad habits I had developed over time is what's changed her view, and it's taken a year. It's been a year.
Something stuck out to me, and I was just like, this shit felt good. For finally, this elephant's been on my chest for months, and I'm like, this guy just said one thing, and I'm like, I just felt some relief, and I was like, holy shit, that's verbal abuse. You've been verbally abused. And if you would have told me, a 44-year-old man, that I've been verbally abused, I'd have been like, I mean, fucking abused. But when you hear it from a marriage counselor, and I'm like, I know it was always hurtful to hear those things. And that's usually what got me on the defensive. And I was like, oh my God, I was being verbally abused this whole time.
Yep.
I mean, I was getting kick smashed constantly. And that's when I think that was really the turning point, when I really dug in deeper. I'm like, I want to know more about this shit. And the growing part is, it's the mental mindset. Just some of the shit that I've learned from some of these guys in here. It's so intriguing to me, and it's getting the old me back that used to grow my company like tenfold. Like, I have a growth mindset. But the bigger my company has gotten, the harder it is for me to do that. And looking into some of these other videos and some of these other books and stuff, and getting an even more growth mindset, and just becoming just more clear who you are and things like that. I'm loving it. It's reflecting at work. It's reflecting in my life. And I don't know. I don't really want to stop that journey. I guess I'm gonna always now look into this stuff where I never did before.
And I would say, hands down, everybody that's involved in my life sees me differently. And I think for me, it's like giving me back my life in a different way. Like, even though I missed being confident when that broke me, it changed me. So like, now I don't look externally for any kind of confidence or reassurance or any kind of codependency that I was having before, which is why I've failed. You know, I wish, like I think I said this to you before, but honestly, my view of what you guys do, I feel like it should be done before everyone fails. Like, I wish there was a way to get this program and this education to men before we all failed, because it seems like you're having to pick up the pieces on all of us when you could save us from ever even getting to that point.
But I would say the number one reason was getting one-on-one time with you. Being able to talk to you about this and having continuity on a weekly basis.
That really helped with regards to healing, and that got me to a place where I feel great about what is happening in my life right now, and I'm incredibly happy with the trajectory it's on. I'm not fully back to the swagger that I want, just because I know I have a vision for what I want to get to, and I know how to get there. That's the important part.
I knew I had to change. For me, I knew I had to change my own mindset and the way I do things, because it wasn't working. So, and I think in the past I leaned on others to like, yeah, my parents kind of set me up in a shitty way this way, or like my wife is doing this to me, or whatever it is. And it's like that, you know, it's on me. So I gotta make the changes.